Hey Taurus, hope that you're all doing well. Sorry it's been a while. Was getting some renovations done around the house, condo if you will. Hoping that all is well with everybody. Let's see what we got for Taurus. General messages won't resonate for everyone, so take what does and leave the rest. If none of it resonates, just not your message this time. Wow, look at that. So the first card out the gate, you've got the King of Michael, which is also akin to the King of Swords. Okay. The King of Swords is more or less about mental clarity and being intellectual or intellectual power. Could be authority or a truth of some sort. This is definitely somebody in your life, I feel, or maybe you're displaying these characteristics yourself, but it's a symbol of that intellectual power and authority, which has the courage and the intellect to achieve whatever it is that you want or that you're desiring. All right. Usually in this place, like because it's the situation, I'm getting a sense that you're in your power right now and you're ruling from a place of authority and respect. You're standing firm in truth, expressing yourself with deep conviction, and as a result, others are probably paying attention quite closely to what you have to say. Now, if you're not feeling like that, you might have somebody around you who's very principled, rational, ambitious, and respected, and maybe they're bringing some wisdom and some objectivity into your life at this point in time. It asks that you stay in your integrity, or perhaps you have a situation that's calling for honest and open communication. You do have that clarity of mind and you can perceive the truth. So it's basically up to you to take the lead with providing an objective point of view and making decisions that are based on impartial judgments. It speaks of being well positioned to judge in a situation appropriately and to identify any limiting behaviors that may be getting in the way. It speaks of being masterful, keeping emotions in check while drawing upon that intellectual power and mental clarity to ascertain any truths that you may be looking for. You could be cutting straight to the point or dealing with somebody who's doing that, who's just trying to get to the heart of a matter for maximum efficiency and impact. If there's any worry that you're not being particularly caring or sympathetic with others, whatever situation you're in, it's basically stating that the detachment is what you're requiring most right now. It's about using logic, intellect to navigate a path ahead, making firm and well-researched decisions. So even if you don't really know what the situation is all about, or if you have a decision to make, it's asking that you stay fair in dealings with others, and also being able to take any situation and look at it with that complete impartiality and then come to a balanced, insightful decision. This could even be a professional advisor, maybe a solicitor or an attorney or a financial advisor or a taxation consultant, somebody who has a solid reputation and a vast amount of knowledge in their particular field. You might be reaching out to them for some help with something. And what's crossing this here is the 10 of Raphael. So that's akin to the 10 of Cups, but it's showing up in reverse. So this card usually deals with family, but there's something about a disconnection. So that may be why you're requiring this energy at this point in time, is there could be some misaligned views. You might be having a bit of trouble as you're seeking greater harmony and connection in relationships. Maybe in your mind, you had wished for a beautiful and harmonious relationship, but in reality, maybe you feel that disconnected and disengagement from your loved one, or maybe they're feeling like that with you, or it could be someone in the family. Maybe it feels like there's something missing and you're struggling to communicate that honestly, right? Maybe it's hard to empathize and engage with one another, and maybe each time you try to connect, perhaps something goes wrong, and then you end up with more distance between you. It's possible that either you or the person that you're dealing with has some unrealistic expectations about the connection or the relationship that you're dealing with. It could be a family member, like I said, it doesn't have to be love, but maybe it is a lover. And that they or you may think that everything will be perfect and rosy every minute that you're together. If that be the case, somebody here may need to realign their expectations, okay? And realize that every connection has those moments of ups and downs. And it's hard too sometimes because, people miss that honeymoon phase where it's all exciting. And then all of a sudden it just gets to that comfort zone. And some people don't do well with that. Or it could be at the point where you're making a decision because it's possible that you don't feel as though you're a fit for one another anymore, in which case you might consider leaving. It also asks that if you're not thinking of leaving, maybe it's just time to seek some common ground, right? And maybe look at that and then build a relationship from there. It's very important to look at each other as though you're both divine and loved, right? And seeing them as being worthy of the love and equal. That's really important, is to love and be loved, right? But it's got to be an equal give and take. And I'm also getting the feeling like if you tap more into your emotions to a degree, because maybe both of you are being very cold. Although this is saying too, though, that you need to be that in the moments. I'm just getting the feeling that there's something that you're not happy with in a situation, and now you're trying to make the decision of what to do. It could even just be a misalignment of personal values. Maybe you're not living by your own values, or maybe not being true to yourself, and instead you might be allowing others to decide what will and will not make you happy, right? And and it's important that you determine that for yourself, like bringing your focus back to what truly makes you happy. It could be possible too that whilst you're busy with career and such, maybe it's just saying that you're neglecting your family whilst you're pursuing your material goals, right? Such as progressing a career or making more money. So you could be missing out on some quality time here, which might be the case. So let's see the foundation here. Wow. So you've got a Queen of Gabriel, which is akin to the Queen of Wands. This seems to be the foundation of why this whole situation is happening. This card usually represents a feminine energy, possibly a woman. Doesn't have to be. Could just be getting in touch with that feminine side, right? And this is usually somebody who's very upbeat, courageous, determined. They like to see through creative visions and their life purpose, even in the face of adversity and challenge. This person could thrive off of challenge all of the time. They're quite highly self-actualized and self-aware, and they know how to challenge their strength and their weaknesses, right, to achieve what it is that they're looking to, whatever goals, I guess you could say, that they want to meet. They're quite optimistic and full of ideas, and they know what they want and how to get it. And they can be masterful at engaging with others to achieve their goals. But the thing is that they can be very fiercely determined whilst being friendly and optimistic. And maybe they can also get very heated. Maybe they're very bold in their undertakings and actions. And maybe they're at a point right now where they're trying to own their power and put it out into the world, right? Maybe this is about you even, just believing in yourself now. Usually this type of person that was a social butterfly, and maybe they lead a very busy life. They like to make connections with others, and maybe they like to put themselves out there and pursue creative visions, right? This is somebody who may like to go to the gym a lot, may like to be out socializing a lot. They've got a lot of vibrancy and energy. They're definitely somebody who's more or less a natural born intelligent leader that can actively inspire others. Usually like a mover shaker energy, somebody who's very, very out there. So it could be possible that if this is the type of person that you're dealing with, yeah, the goals and what is wanted here could be very misaligned, okay? Maybe this person is quite pushy in their approach and in terms of what they want, or it could be you who's very determined in what you want, but the thing is without that compassion and that give and take, I'm getting a sense like nothing might be moving forward. And here we go. So something here in the past about justice. So the past influence here is about balance as well. So you could be dealing with a Libra. It doesn't have to be. But again, it could be a legal battle. Okay? But it looks like someone was fighting for some justice and equality. And it's almost as though someone wanted things ruled or decisions made in their favor. But again, I feel like it's causing an issue on a connection or a relationship of some sort here because of the fact that both may want their way. And the thing here with justice is that I get the feeling too in the recent past, somebody got their comeuppance. And what I mean by that is however they behaved or treated you or vice versa, you will always get back what you give. Okay? So maybe somebody got justice served to them and now they're just like, ooh, I don't know, it's kind of one of those what goes around comes around situations. And now it looks like there needs to be some compromise and some balance and some fairness to approach this situation. Whoa, okay. And just as I say that, it talks about kindness and understanding being given and maybe even a little psychic. So either you or this other person, or maybe both, maybe you do have a love of home and family, but yet there's something here where this could be another person that's involved and maybe they're causing an issue in a connection that you have. Maybe you're trying to make a decision between two people. But the focus here seems to be on another feminine energy. I get the feeling like it's a person of some sort. And this person somehow is affecting this connection that you have. Or it's asking you to draw on this energy. And the Queen of Cups is quite beautiful energy, right? Like, this is about being compassionate and caring and kind, emotionally stable, very intuitive, and just being in flow, like that give and take energy here. And the good news is she's showing up in the upright, so it's that sensitivity. So maybe that's what it is. Maybe both you and whoever you were dealing with here were getting a little too sensitive when trying to deal with each other, but it's asking about embodying, nurturing kind of mother energy, supporting, being supportive, listening with the heart and being compassionate and caring deeply, being empathetic towards the needs of somebody else. So maybe someone's talking to a friend, they're trying to focus on getting back in that part of themselves because they want to work something out here and to change this 10 of Cups that's in reverse into a 10 of Cups upright. I'm getting a sense too that either you or them, maybe both, especially if there were arguments in the past or if there was any mistruths, I get a sense as well that maybe neither of you have been holding space for either or to actually express their emotions and to be the truest, most authentic version of themselves. Okay, so I'm getting a sense that either you or them or both really want that. Maybe even you might be seeking out a counselor of some sort, somebody to help you guys through this. Well, let's see what the possible outcome can be. Page of Gabriel, but it's in reverse. So there's more of this fire energy. I'm really getting Aries influence, and probably because we're Aries, we're in Aries season, and that can be influenced by Mars, the planet Mars. But again, heavy fire energy here and water. So Leo, Sagittarius, Aries possibly. But what I see in the near future for you, especially, if you don't get this under wraps where you make space for each other or you hold space to hear each other out, I'm getting a sense that like this can be a message, but I think that you both may come up with some new ideas, right? And maybe you won't know how to put them into action just yet, but there will be some new ideas. It could be just a seed in a general sense that, something new is coming and that you may not be able to express it just yet, but you'll sense it and you won't take action just yet. You might take a wait and see approach because I feel like a lot of work will be done here on this situation, or a decision is going to be made. So a little more, please, about this page of Gabriel for Taurus, please. There it is. There's you. Yeah. King of Pentacles. So we have 2 kings. We have 2 queens. We have a page. This could even be a legal situation dealing with children, possibly. It might be going on, and maybe you're adopting. I don't know why now I'm getting adopting a child, or maybe you're in a position where you want to have children. Maybe that's what the decision is about, or perhaps you're trying to get custody nonetheless, but it looks as though you'll be in a stable position to do so. But that's just for some of you. But nonetheless, what I'm getting here is that you're going to be in a good place to make whatever it is happen, but I think you're still going to ponder on it for a little while, and you're probably going to let this space that you're going to hold for each other, I think you're going to hold that space for a little longer, just so that you can explore these ideas and have these discussions and figure out what's fair and balanced for both, or for everyone involved in whatever this situation is, okay? This could even be to do with family members. Maybe there's some legalities dealing with family members that have to be worked out. All right? But nonetheless, there's stability here, which is really good. That stability should make you feel good, Taurus. It should make you feel like, okay, I'm on top of the world. This is about wealth and business and leadership, security, or discipline and abundance, all right? And I get this feeling like you might get some good ideas that'll help you get to these new ideas, to actually get them implemented and manifested, to bring this security back into play for yourself, okay? Or maybe even to get you both or whoever all you're dealing with aligned again. Because it asks as well that you look at your connection with money and wealth. Like on the one hand, you could be managing wealth very well and attract large sums of money, right? But again, you might be putting the money before everything else. So maybe that's what this is and why this detachment is happening too. Okay, being a workaholic or over-investing in wealth creation and neglecting loved ones. Because there's also that as well with that 10 of Cups in reverse. All right, but nonetheless, the good news is you're going to be all right, and you're going to have some good ideas and some good stability coming up. All right, Taurus, that's what I got for you. Sending you so much love and hope you have an amazing rest of your day. Bye, guys.